Hey, what's going on everybody? Verdi here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to be doing an account upgrade for Dark One, and the first thing we're going to be looking at is Spider 20. His Spider 20 is currently inconsistent, so let's go ahead and take a look at what he's actually running. Alright, let's see. So he says that it's inconsistent, but he does have pretty good champions. Let's see what else he has over here. Honestly, Rosin is not necessary here, so we could probably run Royal Guard. So we'll run Royal Guard, Coldheart, Monster, Ignatius, and Tyrell. Let's take a look at the stats of the champions and what we need to change. So Monster has no crit rate or crit damage, so he needs to get completely re-geared. What's his speed? 178. Tyrell 166. Alright, so that's also another problem. Tyrell needs to go before Monster, so that way Monster hits harder and therefore applies a bigger shield. So Tyrell is going to need some more speed. And then Royal Guard. Royal Guard, okay. He is really slow. We do want him slower than the spiders, but I'm going to try to get him a little bit faster than this. And he honestly needs more crit damage as well. So Royal Guard also needs a re-gear. Coldheart, she could use speed, crit damage, and accuracy. Ignatius needs a lot more accuracy if we're going to build him properly, because he still does need to land the provoke debuff. His burn cannot be resisted, but this provoke is also very useful. To build Ignatius properly, we do need accuracy. If we can't get it and we can just do the HP burn, that's perfectly fine just for Spider, but I'm going to try to rebuild it properly to where he has the accuracy and everything else that he needs. If we're having issues with survivability at any point, we might need to use Apothecary. And he does have a second Coldheart as well, so that could be used, but we're going to try to do it with the 5 that I mentioned. Ignatius, Monster, Tyrell, Royal Guard, and Coldheart. We're going to go ahead and re-gear those, and we'll be back after that is done. We're back after re-gearing all the champions for Spider. Let me go ahead and show you guys how that worked out. So we left Ignatius the same. We're going to eventually need to give him more accuracy, but he works fine for now. Monster was completely re-geared. Ideally, you would like Immortal and Stalwart set on Monster, but we didn't have good enough Immortal pieces, so this is what we went with. Monster stats now: 166 speed, 228 crit damage, 98% crit rate, 215 accuracy, 57k hit points. Tyrell was also completely re-geared. He's now faster than Monster, so we apply that defense down. So that way Monster does more damage and therefore has a bigger shield. We also completely re-geared Royal Guard. His boots are at only +8 because we need less than 150 speed, so that way he goes after some of the spiderlings, so that way the burn takes effect. And then he is missing 1% crit rate, but I will show you that the spider works out really well. The last champion we re-geared for Spider was Coldheart. 71% crit rate, 231 crit damage, 217 accuracy, and she has a lot of speed, which is what we need, and hit points for survivability. We changed the Masteries on everyone. We needed, Coldheart had Giant Slayer, so we needed crit damage and Evil Eye. Those were the important ones. For Royal Guard, we also gave him Evil Eye and crit damage. For Tyrell, once again Evil Eye, straight down to War Master, and then Sniper and Master Hexer here, lower speed for some extra stats and accuracy. For Monster, we also redid all the Masteries. He had War Master. I don't think that that's worth it on Monster because you really want as much damage as you can possibly get, so that way the shield is bigger. We also give him Evil Eye, which he didn't have before, so that's what we did for Masteries. I'm going to go ahead and do one spider run so I can show you. there was a high fail rate before this, and I'm going to show you guys how this works out now that we have changed everything. So we get some burns off. The Evil Eye Mastery that I was talking about is important because it lowers the spider's turn meter when we use A1 on all the champions that we put Evil Eye on. So like right here, decrease turn meter from Cold Heart. Ignatius doesn't have support masteries, but once again, Terrell went over here, decrease turn meter. Monster goes decrease turn meter. So we're pretty much trying to control the spider and have him take as little turns as possible. Also, you'll notice that Cold Heart is the tank here because Monster Shield is big enough to make it so that Cold Heart doesn't die. And that was another important part of this team. Alright, we get another burn off, and now they're going to take a couple of burns, and Royal Guard's going to finish off the spider. So this works out every single time. I can show you here that I did 50 runs overnight, and we did all 50 successfully with a bunch of accessories. So this is now a 100% farm team with runs that average a little bit over a minute, which is really nice. The next project we're going to be working on this account is inventory. We have an inbox here full of gear. It is literally nothing but gear. We have some energy, but it is mostly gear. So we have to get rid of all of that and put it in our inventory, but we can't because the inventory is full. So we're going to do an artifact clear, and I'm going to kind of show you guys for a quick second how we're going to decide what we sell and what we keep. So we're going to go to the shield set here, and 4-star speed boots we don't want to keep. These are 5-star boots, so we can keep those. Defense percentage boosts with speed we can keep. We don't want to keep any common artifacts anymore. This attack percentage chest we can keep because it does have a hit point substat. With shield you want hit points, and then the other stats that we're going to be looking for is speed and crit rate. Attack percentage chest with defense percentage and accuracy we really don't need. Attack percentage chest with speed and crit rate we'll keep. Common gloves we don't want. Crit damage gloves uncommon with just a defense substat we don't want. Crit damage gloves with speed substat we don't want. Attack percentage gloves we don't want. Attack percentage gloves we don't want. It doesn't matter what the substat is really. I mean, if you get speed and crit rate you can keep them for something like Shazar, but honestly on a shield set attack percentage gloves are not worth it. Crit damage gloves with no crit rate sub. This is pretty much useless to us. 4-star shield we don't want. Shield with accuracy and crit damage we don't want. Shield with crit rate and defense and then a resistance stat we don't want. Attack percentage and speed on a helmet we don't want. Attack percentage and defense we don't want. I guess we can keep the 6-star attack percentage. We might need that on something. And then a weapon with just a crit rate substat we're not looking for. And also this here, crit rate, accuracy are decent stats, but the flat hit points, we don't really want that either. So pretty much here you see that out of all these artifacts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are keepable. We're going to go ahead and do this on all these sets. Get some extra silver and get rid of all the gear that we don't have, and we'll be back after I do that. Alright, so we went ahead and cleared all the artifacts. It looks much better in here now. And there's also a good amount of space in here now, so that way he can do some farming without having to worry about his inbox filling up. This should make things a lot easier. So the next project we're going to do on this account is Fire Knight 20. Currently he is on Fire Knight 18, I believe. Yes, Fire Knight 18. These times are really long, so go ahead and build a team that can do Fire Knight 19 and Fire Knight 20. with the champions that he has, he should be able to easily farm Fire Knight 20 on auto, plus he'll need it for Arbiter. The team that we're going to use is probably going to be like Duchess, Rosin, Tyrell, Coldheart, and we'll try Bad L and see how that works out. I did go ahead and re-gear Duchess already. She has decent speed, good hit points, good defense. Some of the gear still needs to be upgraded, so her stats will be even better when we do that. And then Coldheart's geared from Spider, Rosin's geared from doing Spider, Tyrell's geared from doing Spider, and Bad L, one of the Bad L's was wearing Reflex set, so we went ahead and changed Bad L around. We're going to upgrade all the artifacts as well, and we're going to try that team and see how that works out. With some changes that we made, we were able to get Fire Knight done. Let me go ahead and show you guys the gear, and then we can go ahead and show a run. Rosin, 183 speed, 267 accuracy, 3300 defense. We gave him crit ray gloves, defense percentage, body, and speed boots. Pretty much accuracy and defense wherever we could get it. All of these artifacts could also get leveled up to 16, but we are holding off for now because everything works. We are using the faster Bad L. This Bad L was wearing a reflex set. He was very slow, so I completely re-geared him. He has 277 accuracy, 211 speed, good hit points and defense. Duchess, 251 speed, good hit points and defense, like I showed before. The re-geared Coldheart from Spider. Good, a little bit more speed would be nice, but this is good. She also has decent health and accuracy, but you've already seen these stats from earlier. And then Tyrell, 4200 defense, 182 speed, 228 accuracy. Let's go ahead and show the Fire Knight run. As you saw earlier, we were on 18 with a pretty slow time. This doesn't always do 3 minutes and 20 seconds, but it is 100% clear rate, which is what we were looking for. Once we get Arbiter, it's going to be faster and easier. With the re-geared Duchess, pretty much any PvE content, any dungeons or whatever, is very easily done. She keeps the team alive. She gives us attack up, block debuffs, all that good stuff. Duchess, in my opinion, is one of the best champions in the game. Would be nice to have her on my account. Rosin dying is not a problem because Duchess is here. Alright, everything's working out fine here. I always get nervous and I stare at them because I'm wondering what's going to happen wrong, so that way I can try and fix it. But this is definitely, I've run this team a bunch on this Fire Knight 20 and everything always works out perfectly fine. Like I said, it does take longer sometimes because Rosin will do bog down into the shield, and Coldheart will fire Heart Seeker into the shield, and that obviously slows down the run. But there's nothing really you can do about that. We could make the whole team faster, but we weren't able to and get the same defensive stats as we currently have. And also, we use Rosin and Tyrell on the clan boss, so we kind of need Rosin and Tyrell to stay where they are. At least for now. Like I said, once we get Arbiter, it's going to be much easier. Okay. So you saw there, even with the one shield still left, if Coldheart fires a Heartseeker into the shield and there's only one charge left, she will break the shield and then be able to knock down the turn meter as well. Bogdan was used at the right time here. Battle does do quite a bit of damage here because Fire Knight is taking some turns. Oh, actually, he's not taking some turns. This is why you want your Coldheart really fast, because once the shield goes down, you can get another turn meter reduction like Rosin or another Coldheart or anything like that. You will be able to keep the shield down for most of the time. And Coldheart will be able to lap or go fast enough to fire off another Heartseeker there, like you just saw, without Fire Knight getting a turn. So definitely a little bit of a slower run. It does range from 320 to 420 or so. But from not being able to do Fire Knight at all to this is not bad at all. Like I said, this is pretty much to get Arbiter. Once we get Arbiter, this will be much faster. Alright, and then the next change we also made was on Ice Golem. Ice Golem was very inconsistent. It was running about 5 or 6 minutes on average, and that's not a very good time. Even though it was successful, it was pretty slow. So we went ahead and we're going to run both Bad Elves. The second Bad Elf has 204 speed, 3100 defense, 212 accuracy. I didn't re-gear this one at all. This one seems to work fine. And then we have Rotos. Rotos doesn't have enough attack, or I would like him to have more attack because we are currently using a hit punch percentage chest. But in order to get the right crit rate, we needed to run this chest piece. And then we're using Duchess, 2 Bad Elf, Rotos, and Tyrell. Let's go ahead and show the Ice Golem run as well. Rotos works really nice on Ice Golem because he gets to do a block revive on the ads, and he does a lot of damage on the waves as well. So Rotos is definitely a very good choice for Ice Golem. I do have just a Rotos guide. If you guys are interested in checking it out, make sure you do. But yes, as you see there, Rotos pretty much cleans up the waves if he gets some extra turns from the Relentless. He does a lot of damage. Obviously, if we had like Draco or Venus or something with decreased defense down and weaken up at all times, this would go much faster as well. But for now, this is what we have, this is what we're using, and it works. All we really had to do for here is gear Rotos. Everyone else was already geared. I did Bad Elf for Fire Knight. I did Duchess just for general content and for Arena. Duchess could use more speed, but we don't have any at the moment, or we can't get any at the moment. Also, Tyrell doesn't use... Okay, it's perfect block revive there. It works nicely. Tyrell doesn't use defense down because it does damage. It's an AoE move. So if we had like Draco, this would be much, much faster. But pretty much with the one ad down here already, permanently down because of the block revive, this run is GG. Because of Rotos too, you see that the ads spawn with less health because of his A2. I think that we'll get to block revive him here as well. Yep. And that's it. We could actually get a best time here for the video. Perfect. I think. Come on, under 3 minutes? Do it. Yeah! Nice. Alright. So that's it for Ice Golem with his Fire Knight, with its Spider. We're going to go ahead and do a Clan Boss run. And then I will show some of the champions that I re-geared for Clan Boss. And that's probably going to do it for the upgrade. So I'm not going to record the Clan Boss run just to make the video a little bit shorter than it already is. And once the Clan Boss is done, we're going to come back. Alright, so after re-gearing the Clan Boss team, we went ahead and tried Ultra Nightmare. This account beforehand was not able to get a consistent 2-key on Nightmare. I wanted to go ahead and try to build for Ultra Nightmare because that's technically the goal here, is to be able to do Ultra Nightmare consistently, and on top of that, do Nightmare as well. So for not being able to do Nightmare consistently 2-key, being able to do 21.42 on Ultra Nightmare, I think is a big boost. Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare is a world of difference. Let's go ahead and show some of the artifacts and some of the changes that I made. With Warlord, we put a good amount of Immortal on. This gear could still use some upgrades, but we are really low on silver still, so I wasn't able to get everything upgraded to plus 16 because I didn't want to run out of the silver. But this is what we currently have with Warlord. 177 speed, 231 accuracy, almost 3,000 defense, and 71,000 health. With Rosin, 183 speed, 3,386 defense, 96 crit rate. So it's almost 100% crit. We could use more crit damage here. Technically, if you want to get more damage out of this, you want to try to get 4K defense, or as close to 4K defense as you can, plus some damage on top of it. And then we have Skull Crusher, 4,600 defense, so almost 1,000 defense more than he had before. 171 speed, we kept the speed the same. 35,000 health. Tyrell, 4,200 defense, 182 speed, 228 accuracy. And Occult Brawler really needs some work still. We're still wearing hit points percentage gloves here. Couldn't really get anything better at the moment. Defense percentage chest, speed boots, and then defense, and accuracy for accessories. Total stats, 180 speed, 2,900 defense. So he still technically needs about 1,000 defense. 51,000 health, 267 accuracy. And I think that's it, right? Warlord, Rosin, Skull Crusher, Tyrell, and Occult Brawler. So yeah, these are the stats for that Clan Boss team and all of the upgrades that we made. We are going to make a Roche Unkillable team on this account, but I do need a lot more silver. Probably some more artifacts, or some better artifacts. And also, I think preferably I would like Grizzled Jarl over Warlord. And honestly, Frozen Banshee instead of Rosin. Maybe. Where is she at? Frozen Banshee instead of Rosin. I think that will do better. And with the Unkillable, with more poisons, I think we'll be able to get more damage out of it. But I am going to save that for the next video because I honestly can't get an Unkillable team done with what I have at the moment. But I will eventually be able to do an unkillable team on this account, and we will definitely show that in a video. So on this account, to quickly summarize, we fixed the Spider team, we fixed the Ice Golem team, we progressed through Fire Knight, and we fixed the Clan Boss team. We're also going to work on the Arena team and on the unkillable Clan Boss team, but for now, we're going to leave this account as is, and as we get some more resources, we will continue to do upgrades. I'm definitely going to make a video for when we make the unkillable team and for when we make the arena upgrades, but for now, we're going to leave it like it is. And I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Please leave a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.